Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here, back with another fly time video this week. And this week is a really simple nymph pattern. This is a searching pattern. Doesn't imitate anything. It's just meant to attract fish and catch fish. And this was actually one, I get a lot of custom fly tying orders, and this was one that I was asked to tie. A guy sent me a picture of it. Said he was out on the stream, and the guy gave him a couple of them, and he caught a lot of fish on them, and he didn't know how to tie him, so he sent it to me, asked me if I could tie him. He's not a tyer. And we didn't know what to call it, so his boy named it the lawn dart, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a lawn dart. And he does real well on it. So what I want you to do is, if you fish this, after you watch the video, tie a couple up. If you fish it and catch fish, let me know how you do with it. It's a searching pattern. I know it'll work. He's sent me pictures of fish he's caught with it, some nice fish too. And I can't wait to get out and try it. It's just it hasn't been real weather conducive here around here lately, so I haven't been getting out much, but I hope you guys are, and I hope you're having fun catching fish. But give this thing a try, see how it works for you, and let me know. Anyways, I'm going to show you the pattern here, and then at the end I'm going to show you a couple other colors that I tie it in. That he asked me to tie it in, and he's been catching fish on. So here you go. Here's the lawn dart, a picture of it, and the material list to tie it. Alright, here you see a device, really simple fly to tie. The lawn dart. Let's get into tying it. For a hook, I am using a Firehole. This is an 839 size 16. This is a 3 extra long hook, and it's just so I can fit everything on there. And for a bead, I'm using a 3.5 millimeter black bead, and then I'm going to put a couple wraps of lead on here, about 7 or 8 wraps of lead. Not much, more or less just to hold that bead up there in place where I want it, and add a little bit of body at the front. So put about 7 or 8 wraps of lead on there, and there you go. Next thing I'm going to use is some thread. This one I'm tying in the fluorescent orange, so I'm going to use the fluorescent orange thread. Just start that on there and trim it off. For a tail, I'm using Steelhead orange. This is glow bug micro yarn. I'm just going to put a piece out here behind that lead. I'm going to wrap it down, get it started, and then from that lead back to the bend, I'm just going to wrap it the whole way back, trying to keep my wraps nice and smooth, just trying to be neat about it. And then we'll trim it off right there at that lead again. And then we're going to cut this to length. And for length, I want about half the length of that hook shank. Okay, there we have our tail already done now. So now all we're going to do is put some dubbing. And for the dubbing, I like to use Whitlock's, the red squirrel nymph thorax. Use any color brown. Kind of my favorite, my go-to color. So I'm just going to put, in essence, 3 collars on this. I'm just going to make a nice round wrap of this. And then I'm going to come in with some, this is Pattern Blends Crawfish Orange. I'm just going to make a ring of it, and it doesn't take much. Don't make this too big. You don't want to really, I guess the way to judge it would be, don't really make it bigger than the bead. I'm going to add just a little bit more here. And then my final color, I'm going to come back in with a little bit more of that thorax dub. And again, not much of it, just a little bit. And make a nice collar on it there. And then come right in behind that bead and do a little hot spot collar. And that is all that is to this simple little searching pattern. There you go, simple little fly to tie. Okay guys, I hope you liked that video. Like I said at the beginning, here I'm going to show you a couple other pictures. Here's some other colors that I've been tying him in for him, and they've been working for him, so give them a try. Play around, like I always say, try different things. You never know what the trout want. They're crazy. I was on the stream fishing one day on the first day, and a guy I lost a big fish, and the guy across the stream ended up catching it later. And he says, "You'll never believe what I caught that on." And I said, "I don't know what." He said, "A can of peas." I went through the cupboard, and there was peas in my cupboard, so I brought them with me. I caught this big brown trout on a pea. So these are fish that are going to eat something like a pea. You know, you never know what they're going to eat. Have fun, play around, experiment. That's the fun part of fly tying. Like, I would have never looked at this thing beforehand and thought, yeah, this is something that's going to kill fish. But it supposedly works really well and catches a lot of fish for this guy. So, you know, you never know what the trout want. Have fun and experiment. That's the fun part about fly tying. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. If you like it and you need the materials to tie it, like always, click down in the link if you would like me to tie some for you. Send me an email, holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. I do custom tying, and you know, this was one of the patterns that I was asked to tie. Guy sent me a picture, I broke it down, figured out what it was, and you know, and I'm tying them for him now. So, you know, if you guys want any custom tying done, holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next week, check out our website, holsingersflyshop.com. And until then, I'm Sean Holsinger.